Okay, welcome back. We are still in Chapter 10 and we're still working with channels. In this particular exercise, we are going to isolate an object. Very important quite often to be able to effectively isolate an object, to either change a color or to otherwise modify something within an image that you don't necessarily like, but you don't want to modify the entire image as well. So we're going to go to the Layers tab on the Layers panel. My dog's slurping again. Oh my gosh, you know, I have 3 big dogs and they don't get thirsty until I start demoing for some odd reasons. So I'm going to turn on my George Winston. Actually, no, I won't. Can you still hear him slurping? I certainly can. Okay, all right. We are going to go to the Layers tab on the Layers panel. We're going to click the Riders layer. Then we're going to click the Layers Panel Options button. I'm going to get this over here so you can actually see what we're doing. And now that the dog stopped drinking, I'll try to turn down my music. A little bit better. All right, so again, back in the image, we are on the Riders layer, and we are going to click the duplicate layer on the panel options button. Now you could do this, duplicate it. I was thinking that we could duplicate it here, which you can just click and drag that to create a new layer, but they're having us go up here to create it through this duplicate layer option. We're going to call this the center star, and then click OK. That closes out that layer. And you'll see that the new layer appears above the Riders layer on the Layers panel, which it does. Now we're going to click the Channels tab, and we're going to click the Indicates Layer Visibility button for any channel that is not visible. Mine are all visible. And then again, we're going to click the Layers tab. We're going to click the Indicates Layer Visibility button for the Riders layer, so that layer is not visible. We're going to get the Zoom tool, and then we're going to click the center star under the Riders. Move this first. 3 times. So we want to get the Zoom tool, center star, and we're going to click it 3 times. We're going to get the magnetic lasso, the one that's at L is a quick key, and it may be hidden under either the L lasso tool or the polygonal lasso tool. You want to verify that the feather setting is set to 0, which it is, and then we're going to drag the pointer around the inner edge of the center star. You notice I'm clicking at least once at every juncture. I don't know that I need to do that with a magnetic lasso, but it really didn't seem to be making that good of a selection. So, and the center star is selected, which it is. Now we're going to zoom out until the zoom factor is 66.7%. So I'm just going to hopefully go down here. And then we're going to go to select on the menu bar, and we're going to select inverse. Press delete. And then deselect the selection. The center star appears on the layer with a transparent background. So let's see if it is actually on the layer with a transparent background, which it is. Now we're going to click the gradient map button on the adjustments panel. We're going to click the gradient list arrow in the properties panel. And then we're going to click the spectrum gradient box as shown in figure 10 or mine on the screen. I think this is the spectrum. It is. All right. And then we're going to click that this adjustment affects all layers below. Click to clip the to layer button in the properties panel. And then you want to collapse the properties panel to the dock. There, sorry, I didn't think I clicked it. And then we're going to escape that. Click the indicates layer visibility button on the writers layer on the layers panel. So we're going to go back to the layers panel. And we're going to make sure that the writers is visible. And you want to save your work and compare it to image 11 or mine on the screen. I'm trying to decide if I missed an opacity change. Just seems like it's really quite vivid. Not so much so in the instructions. But anyway, that's how you complete that. All right, I'm back, and in this exercise we are going to use the background eraser tool. So we are in the same image and where we were just a moment ago as we were isolating a portion of that image with a selection. We're going to click on the layer, indicates layer visibility button on the center star layer to hide the layer. So again, you want to find the center star layer. We're going to hide that layer. Then we're going to click the writers layer to make that the active layer. We want to zoom into the center star until the zoom factor is 300%. And that should be about 300%. Then we're going to click the background eraser tool on the Tools panel. Then we're going to click the Brush Preset Picker list arrow on the options bar. And we're going to set the size to 5 pixels. Hardness to 100%. And the spacing to 15%. And your dialog box should resemble figure 14 or mine on the screen. So then we're going to press enter if you're on a Windows or return if you're on a Mac. And then keeping the crosshairs of the background eraser pointer on the center star, we're going to drag the brush tip over that center star until it's completely erased. So I have to figure out here. It says it won't work with alpha channels, so let's see. I bet what I need to do then is I'm going to get out of that quick mask mode, I hope. And then we are going to go back to the layers panel. And we want to be on the writers layer. And then we are going to erase that center star. And you're going to drag it all the way over here until it's completely erased. Which seems like it could take forever, so I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I'm back and it's erased now, and we are going to go on to equalize the brightness and contrast. So we're going to click on the center star layer on the layers panel. And we're going to zoom out from the center star, which I've already done. We're going to go to Image on the menu bar, point to Adjustments. Well, for some odd reason, this will not let me select the center star. So we want to make sure we have the center star layer. Oh, that's what I did. And then you want to make it visible. And then we're going to go to Image, Adjustments, and then Equalize. The Equalize command evens out the brightness and contrast values in the center star and changes its appearance, which it absolutely does. Compare your image to figure 16 or mine on the screen and save your work. I think that'll be it for today. If you have any further questions or if you want another demo or two, because I know there's quite a bit left to the chapter, feel free to email me, text, or instant message me. Thanks, guys, and see you later.